Everyone's ready to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland. Set to return. It's Chuba Hubbard. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set, cut.
Young on the play action. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. That was Tyrone McMillan he was looking for. So it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Ready.
Trying on this 4th down. It's Young. He finds it beyond the marker. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. What a play to beat this defense on 4th down. 23 yards and a first.
First down.
Out of the gun, Young. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is to wait.
And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one that connects feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Here's Dowdle again. And gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
From the pistol, it's Young. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from the movie, came two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to try him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Red, cycle. Hut.
They're going for it, Young. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
The play is a turnover.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
70 Lions. Go.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. Has a hole left, room to run. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll start this drive out 1st and 10. It's Young. The throw here on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not at the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Yellow. Grill green.
Now they send their back in motion right. He's trying to push the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Now Young and the Panthers going for 2.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Set. Go.
They'll try it on the ground. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Shut up.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of them. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Black 4. Ready?
They're going play action. Young. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
A loss of 16 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way.
Shot. 17. Ready. Ready. Set.
3rd and long for him here. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line.
It's a
Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
First and 10 at the 16-yard
Here's the give to Dowdle. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Defense shows blitz. Young. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Dave Canales keeping his kicker on the sideline. He wants 2 here.
95.
Young's throwing for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. To throw now is Sanders. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. Down the sideline of the 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go. Ready.
To the air on first down. Sanders. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and you couldn't do it on that one.
Popeye is back. Popeye on the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down.
Ready. Let's go.
Here he goes, third and long. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Fourth down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
Ready.
They'll go. It's Sanders. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for Teneroa McMillan that time. And it's going to be second down.
Ready, set. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows their lead to 12.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now start on the ground. It's 4. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Play action, Sanders. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Gain 15 there. And that's a Browns first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Ford on the counter. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Sanders setting the pass. We've got a screen to the running back. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Here we go. 77 Wolf.
Sanders going to throw on 4. Tillman down the field, and he's got it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Hubbard with a return here. Jukes away from one. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready.
Now start on the ground. Dowdle. His push straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Big Mason Graham engulfing that play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Set.
Young working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow.
They'll run here following the penalty. And they only get one of those 5 yards back on first down, so they've got 2nd and 14.
Ready, set.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Let's go now.
The 41-yard line.
Yellow, 40.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Set, hut. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Dumped off to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Well, 3rd down wasn't too bad, but that's not the case anymore. The penalty gives them this 3rd and 9.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Ready.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It could be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Check 2. 10 black. 10.
He'll throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10. Here's Ford. He's inside the 35. And he has this shot all the way down to the 29-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Staying on the ground with Ford. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, is training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
70, hop. Let's go now. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trailing by 5.
Ready.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
65. Here we go. Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ford. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
He was brought down by Travis Wallace. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
Ahead of 4th down, officials stepping in here, a timeout call. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5.
Ready.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Ford. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves a whole playbook wide open for you.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Viking 18. Bronco 80.
Setting up to pass. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Come on, come on.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw it. Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Oh, he loses it on the return! They could get this back! They got their own fumble, and he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game. And here is Schmidt to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down. Conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. Here's the timeout as expected. Just 1 second on the clock. A 3-point difference and overtime possibly on the way. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. His kick is drifting, and it's no good. Just couldn't get it inside of that left upright. So the Browns come away with the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
I just wanna rock. Body of the Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Under clear, sunny skies, we are ready for football. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They send a tight end in motion. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On 1, ready?
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11.
Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here we go. Stop.
On first down, here's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Here's Ford running right. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
That run may not have gotten to a first. Sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Another one for Ford. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Come on, come on. Ready?
Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here we go. Strike. Bronco 80.
Design quarterback run here. Another a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Let's go. Ready?
Ford straight ahead. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. First down, and they go right back to it. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Tiger Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
A give up the middle to Ford. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play. You just needed one more component. Hit that extra, block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Caden, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Bronco 80.
They're going to try to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
12. White 80. White 80. 12, 12, 12.
First down, Burrow to throw. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play.
11,
Brings
11,
up 3rd down and 5.
11.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a bunch here out past the 25 before somebody gets to him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. Racing down the left side. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Okay, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed. They can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
11.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. White 80. 11, Mighty. 11, Thomas.
Stick it in the air. It's Burrow. Makes the catch. Third and goal. Defense flooding the field with DBs.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
To throw again. It's Burrow. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on the handle to kickoff. To return, Jerome Ford. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. That's complete, David Njoku. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. And gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down. Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
First down.
Cowboy 80.
Sanders going to throw here on first. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Get it. 68.
Back to throw it. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So this is Andre Schmidt to attempt this Browns field goal. This will be a 44-yard look. Schmidt connects, and that gets him back to within 11. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Got it. Ready?
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders setting to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
The second down run by Ford. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll go play action for Sanders. Throw caught at the 6. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action with the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
They'll go for 2 here. Sanders bringing the Browns to the line.
Trap 60, trap 60, Bronco 80, Warriors 70.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bengals have a first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the
Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. Second down now. They need 7.
at their 49-yard line.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Brown again. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
It's hot! Hot! 11 mighty! 11.
He's back to throw. He's got to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
14 yards on the play.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close.
On 2.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field.
Here we go.
That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completed to his running back. This is not going to help their cause. They had a 3rd down. He's out of bounds, lost a yard too.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle. Or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Here we go. 180. Twelve. 11.
He'll throw it. Look at that power, deep left side. He connects downfield. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. In a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense showing trips out wide as they get set for this 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Come on.
Sanders going to look to throw. Big strike downfield to Judy. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They're going 25 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Sanders back to throw. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
With a gun, here's Sanders. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Demetrius Knight has it. And the Bengals will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
Sanders pass.
Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
11. Here we go.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled for no gain. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 1, ready?
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down.
Let's get set. 180.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. That's him on the quick hitter. And he picks up the 1st down for the Bengals. That's the last thing they need to lock away this win.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
11.
1st and 10 at the 48.
They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Right side cut by Higgins. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
11. Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's caught. He's got Brown. Their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today. That's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So that's it for us here.